Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Greetings to PUAN NORHAZILA binti Nikmut. Today, my group want to present about the case study 7, selling price of chicken. First and foremost, I want to introduce myself. My name is Muhammad FAIZ AMNI RAMLAN. My matric card numbers is A22B1072. And let me introduce my group. My group is group number 3. The first is KAMARUL Rizal bin KAMAL, MOHAMAD RUZAIDI bin RUSTAN, SITI WAHIDA binti Muhammad SOPI, RAFIDAH binti ABDULLAH, SITI NORASHIKIN bin IBRAHIM, PUAN KAMALIAH binti MAHDI. So I want to read the text about the case study 7, selling price of chicken. From 1 July 2022, the Malaysian government has decided on a selling price of standard chicken at 940 ringgit per kilogram. Malaysia equilibrium retail price of standard chicken is now RM 8 ringgit 90 cent per kilogram. These are processed chicken that are offered for sale with their hands, feet, and internal organs. The high retail price of egg is a direct result of the high price of chicken. The grade A, grade B, and grade C egg prices were established by the cabinet at 45 cent, 43 cent, and 41 cent, respectively. Due to supply chain disruption caused by geopolitical conflict and climate change, the problem of rising chicken price is not just a Malaysian problem. It is a worldwide phenomenon. The government realized that the increased price of chicken and eggs will burden the supplier, the producer, and the customer, especially B40 and M40 groups. As a result, former Prime Minister Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri bin Yaakob initiated the Bantuan Keluarga Malaysia BKM assistance with a monetary aid of 500 ringgit. The B40 and M40 groups are eligible for this benefit. Additionally, the government set a new ceiling price rather than allowing the price of chicken to float, which was scheduled to begin on July 1st, 2022.
Hi, my name is Siti Noorahida binti Muhammad Sopi and my matric number is A22A0304. Assume that the government has established a new ceiling price of 8 ringgits 50 cents. This will result in a legally binding price ceiling. Other than that, the government also help a producer and suppliers by introducing a subsidy at the rate of 50 cents per kilogram for chicken and 8 cents for 1 unit of egg. All the government intervention in tackling the high chicken price may lessen the burden on everyone, including producers, suppliers, and customers. The initiative taken by the government is important since the country nowadays faces a high cost of living. So here the list of the questions. Question number 1, the government has said the price ceiling of chicken is set below the equilibrium price of chicken. Explain the impact of the government intervention on the chicken market. Question number 2, what causes the rising price of chickens? Question number 3, given the demand and supply function of chicken are as follow: QD equals to 1500 minus 200p, QS equals to 200p. Assume that the government provide a subsidy of 50 cents. Calculate the equilibrium quantity and price after subsidy.
My name is Muhammad RUZAIDI. My matric number is A22B1063. Question 1. The impact of government intervention on the chicken market. The Malaysian government has set a price ceiling for chicken that is below the equilibrium price, which is the price at which the quantity demand equals the quantity supplied. This means that the government is artificially limiting the price of chicken in the market. As a result, suppliers may not be willing to produce as much chicken because they cannot make as much profit from selling it at the lower price. Consumers, on the other hand, may demand more chicken because it is cheaper than it should be.
Assalamualaikum, my name is RAFIDAH binti Abdullah and my matric number is A22A0303. This intervention can lead to a shortage of chicken in the market as suppliers are not producing as much as consumers want to buy. This can cause long lines and empty shelves at grocery stores, and some consumers may have to go without chicken altogether. Additionally, it can lead to a black market where chicken is sold at higher price, further exacerbating the problem. Overall, while the government's intention may be to make chicken more affordable for consumers, their intervention can ultimately have negative consequences of the market.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is SITI NORASHIKIN binti IBRAHIM and my matric number is A22A0315. The question is, what causes the rising price of chicken? And the answer is, there are several factors that contribute to the rising price of chicken. One of the biggest factors is the cost of feed. Chicken feed is primarily made up of corn and soybeans, which are subject to fluctuations in price based on weather conditions, global demand and other factors. When the cost of feed goes up, so does the cost of raising chickens, which is passed on to consumers. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is KAMALIAH binti MOHD and my matric number is 8280580. So we continue. Another factor is the cost of labor. Chicken farming requires a lot of manual labor, from feeding and caring for the birds to cleaning their live quarters. As the cost of labor increase, so does the cost of producing chicken. Additionally, transportation costs, energy costs, and other overhead expenses can also contribute to the rising price of chicken.
Assalamualaikum. My name is KAMAL and my matrix number is A22A1239, and I will be presenting about the question number 3, which is assume that the government provide a subsidy of 50 cents and calculate the equilibrium quantity and prices after the subsidy. So the first one will be given the demand function of QD, which is 1,500 minus by 200p, and the supply function with the subsidy, which is the QS, 200p plus 0.5, equating the QD and the QS 1,500 minus 200p minus 200p plus 0.5. Now we can solve the equilibrium price by rearranging the equation. 1,500 equals to 400p plus 0.5, 1499.5 equal to 400p, and p equals to 1499.5 divide by 400, and the answer is 3.74875. The equilibrium price after the subsidy is 3.75 per kilogram. To find the equilibrium quantity, we substitute the equilibrium price into either the demand or the supply function. Using the supply function, the QS equals to 200p plus 0.5, QS equals to 200 times by 3.74875 plus 0.5 equals to 749.75 plus 0.5 equals to 750.25. Therefore, the equilibrium quantity after the subsidy is approximately about the 250.75 kilogram. Thus, after the subsidy, the equilibrium price is 3.75 per kilogram, and the equilibrium quantity is approximately about 750.25 kilogram. That's all for my group. Thank you very much.